Two cold fronts have passed over much of South Africa overnight, and behind these, a high-pressure system is starting to ridge along the southern coastline, and this is pushing in lots of cold air over the central and southern parts of the country, where we're expecting a much colder day. Along the east coast, this high-pressure system is also resulting in moist air moving in over those areas, and this is going to bring a chance of rainfall for the eastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. And by this evening, the moisture spreads northwards into the Lowveld and the adjacent escarpment, where there's a chance for some overnight drizzle. A closer look at your rainfall probabilities, and here we can see that there's still a few showers expected along the coastal belt of the Eastern Cape, but those areas will see clearance this afternoon. Along the east coast, on the other hand, there's up to a 40% chance of rain, and that spreads over the adjacent interior as well. Evening light rain and drizzle expected along the escarpment areas of Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Moving ahead to the maximum temperatures, and north of the cold fronts it remains warm, especially for Limpopo. Polokwane getting up to a lovely 26 degrees today. Not much change in temperature for Pretoria, but as we head towards the Vaal River, a couple of degrees of cooling is expected. A cold day is forecast over southern and western South Africa, with temperatures in the mid to lower teens for many places. Your coastal conditions for today, and here we can see that southeasterly winds are expected along the western coastline. This is due to the high pressure system that's ridging to the south of this area. Fresh winds getting up to 40 kilometers per hour expected for Alexander Bay, and swells are gradually going to be decreasing across the region. Lighter winds in the forecast around the Cape Peninsula as well as for Cape Agulhas, 10 to 15 kilometers per hour. Swells averaging at 4.5 meters, also decreasing later on, dropping down to 3.5 meters by this evening. And along the southern coastline, after yesterday's very windy conditions over these areas, we're expecting much lighter winds across the region, although it's going to remain fairly cloudy and cold for much of the day, and along with this, relatively rough seas. The combination of all of these effects results in a moderately good beach day across the area, indicated by the yellow lights. And now for the east coast, we're expecting fresh to strong winds to still affect Durban and Richards Bay today, coming in from the southwest. And along with these stronger winds over this area, swell heights will average between 4 and 5 meters.
News that moves. eNCA.com.